Since it was the Sabbath, we're going to dig a little deeper into this one. Since it was the Sabbath, Jesus' enemies are watching him closely. If he healed the man's hand, they must know it's possible to heal, right? They must have seen that Jesus has already got this ability to heal because they're waiting for him to do it. These guys knew that Jesus has the ability to heal. We've read stories in this series where they see Jesus heal somebody, but something is still wrong. Like they can kind of see it, but something is going on because they're not really excited about what Jesus is doing. They've seen what he can do, and now they're daring him, basically daring him to do it again on the Sabbath so they can accuse him of wrongdoing. And this is like a common theme as we're reading through the story of Jesus. People can see miracles and still not believe. They have seen multiple miracles happening right in front of them and still didn't believe in Jesus and what he was telling them. This is why when people come to Jesus, we see this in the Bible over and over. They come to Jesus and they're demanding a sign, and it's like 10 minutes after the last sign that he just did, this miraculous thing. And they just always want and demand another sign. Oh, if you'd only do this or you'd only do that, then they'd change their minds. I might have mentioned this before. I have a friend, and we've had long debates and discussions about this, and he's basically like, I'll believe if Jesus comes down and like appears in front of me and does like a little juggling act or something, then I'll believe in Jesus. But Jesus is not like a genie, right? This is not like you rub the lamp and he appears and does whatever that you tell him to do. Jesus is on a different level here. We can see people will see these miracles and still not believe. There's a story later on where Jesus resurrects a man from the grave, Lazarus. And it's this whole dramatic, like, Lazarus come forth, and he comes out of the grave in his grave clothes, and all these witnesses, I'm sure their jaws dropped as this guy has been in the grave for several days at this point. And he comes out in the grave clothes, and they're all shocked. And a bunch of people are, like, celebrating, but it says that some of them still kind of ran away, and they tattletaled on what Jesus had done to the Pharisees. Like, how are you going to see a man raise someone from the grave? And your response to that is not to celebrate and be blown away. It's to run and tell on the person who raised that man from the dead. It's crazy.